Hello, and welcome to today's show. Here you'll be able to get up to speed on what's going on at Rider University in the surrounding community, in the entertainment world, and tips about the latest trends. So come on, sit down, and let's see what's going on at Rider right now. The American Heart Association worked to prevent, treat, and defeat heart disease and stroke, as well as other diseases related to the heart. This past weekend, I joined the community as well as Rider University in a walk to find a cure. Today in Mercer County Park, the American Heart Association had its 6th annual Start Mercer County Heart Walk against heart disease and stroke. Residents and community leaders came out to support the fundraiser by participating in the walk. Among the participants were many survivors. Meet Michelle Giovanni. After being diagnosed with a severe heart condition in 1995, she is now an ambassador of the American Heart Association, giving back to the community by sharing her testimony.
So I did this so I can tell everybody else just to listen to your body. Just follow what the signs tell you.
Some survivors were amazed by the amount of support from young adults.
I don't think they realized that you could have a stroke. I mean, I laid on the ground for 4 days before they found me. I used to live in Hillsborough, and no one knew that I had a stroke until my mom and dad called the police department and said, could you send a policeman by, because we haven't heard from him for just a little bit less than 4 days, and we're really concerned.
About 900,000 American lives are lost from heart disease and stroke, which includes an estimated 27,000 New Jersey residents each year. But with fundraisers such as this one, we can help reduce this epidemic. To find out more information about the American Heart Association, visit www.americanheart.org. Don't be surprised to hear that Rider support for various causes does not stop there. It continually participates and sponsors fundraisers and ceremonies, just like they did this past Thursday to memorialize September 11th. With 7 years past, the devastating terrorist attacks have not been forgotten. For many individuals at Rider, this day brings back vivid memories from 2001. The Student Government Association held a candlelight vigil in front of Moore Library to commemorate these tragic events. Towns surrounding Rider University also held memorials in honor of the lost friends and family. On a lighter note, many Rider University students are eager to make a difference on campus. The Student Government Association not only hosts events, but work hand in hand with students. Our very own Gina Grasso was able to sit down with SGA's Vice President, John Chabra, and find out just how students make this difference.
Senate is a crucial part of a student's life on campus. To help give us a better understanding of what it does, SGA Vice President John Chabra sat down and spoke with us.
Well, Senate's actually a really great opportunity to get involved in the school and in student government. The actual Senate session itself is open to anyone. Anyone can come and sit in on Senate. And we have representatives from all the different residence halls, from the Greek organizations, and from commuters, as well as all the class councils. And Senate meets once a week, Tuesdays, in Swigert Auditorium during the open period.
Okay. And
it's just a great forum for students to get involved, to take up the issues that matter most, and to hear from the administration what the goals of the university are, and to give feedback on that.
First off, what type of issues do you guys usually see in Senate?
We see all sorts of issues, everything from the food in dailies to the food in Cranberries to parking situation to we get the tuition numbers as soon as they come out. We get a brief from Jamie O'Hara and Dean Campbell and a number of other administrators, and you know, we get to ask the tough questions of the administrators, which is really what's exciting about Senate, is that we get to hear straight from the university where their policies are taking us as students, how they affect us, and we get to question it, and we get to say, you know, what's your thought process behind this, and how can we give you feedback and work with you to make our university a better place?
And what type of goals are we looking to conquer this year, would you say?
There are some very high priority goals for the student government. First is energy sustainability. We want to work with university to become more sustainable. We also want to improve communication with students. That's something that's high on the agenda for student government. We feel like we can do a much better job communicating with students. We're going to be launching a new website soon where students can go and get lots of forms, print them out right online, get up-to-date information. Some other stuff the Student Senate specifically is going to be tackling. We're going to be looking at some revisions to the alcohol policy coming up this year and assessing it and saying, where are we now? What have we accomplished? How well is it working? And how can we work on revising it?
Oh, and with issues such as the alcohol policy, which is a huge issue on campus, how much pull would you say that the Student Senate is actually going to have with administration within the university?
Well, I would say that we're going to have a fair amount of pull. They want to work with students on this. This is a huge change to university life and to students' lives. And this is something that they want to hear, how is this working? What is working well and what's really, useless or not working well, and how can we come together on a lot of these things? So I would say that with all issues that student government tackles, they have a fair amount of pull with the administration.
You said that student government is working with the energy sustainability, with the alcohol policy, and RHA, the Residence Hall Association. What are you doing with RHA?
The Residence Hall Association is one of the sub-governments in student government. So it operates as the governing association for residence halls. So each residence hall has a president. They have a vice president of social affairs. They have senators that obviously are the representatives of the students in the Student Senate. And so there are other sub-governments within student government, such as the Association of Commuting Students, and IFC, PAN-HEL, and IGC. So there are other sub-governments, and it's just the structure of power. And any freshman who's interested in getting involved in any one of these organizations can certainly contact myself or any other member of SGA to figure out how they fit in and to learn more about student government.
You said community students also have a say within SGA. Is there a place where they can go to get more information about the community students? Do they meet separately as well?
Yeah, the Association of Commuting Students, believe meets Mondays at 4:30. So any commuter who's interested in joining that, they'd love to have them.
You talked about goals within the alcohol policy, within the residence halls, within energy sustainability. Are there any other topics that you guys are looking to conquer over this year?
Sure. Like I said, with communication, student government is making a concerted effort to reach out to students more, to have a more visible presence on campus. This is something that was talked a lot about at the end of last year, and it's something that we're really taking to heart, that we want to be a real presence on campus and let students know that when problems occur, that there is a place to go where they can go and talk things out with student leaders. Additionally, we're going to be taking up the issue of academic advising, which really came to a head at the end of last year, and we're making a real effort to carry that on and to not let this issue drop, and to really work with faculty, with staff, with administrators, and with students to see, well, where's the real problem here in academic advising, and how can we best address it, given the unique nature of our school and our students and the needs of our different colleges and majors.
And then if anyone also wants to get involved, they can go to their RA or RDs of their buildings.
Sure. Or stop by the student government office in the BLC. It's right in the student leadership suite. Okay. There's usually someone in there, or shoot me an email, look me up on Facebook.
Great, thanks so much. Really appreciate having you here today.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Thanks so much.
This one organization brings together representatives from all over campus. Students with questions, concerns regarding the university can sit in on Senate meetings at 11:30 a.m. in Swaggart Auditorium. Another good place to find out about things on campus is at Awareness Day every fall semester. Clubs, Greek life, and honor societies, among other groups, set up tables to inform and recruit new members.
Awareness Day 2008 proved to be a success when students came out to see the best that Rider has to offer. Organizations that range from the Student Entertainment Council to the Psychology Club were in attendance to show students what they're all about.
We do a lot of community service events. We also have 3 philanthropies, the National Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, Anorexia Nervosa, and the Delta Phi Epsilon Scholarship Foundation.
Basically, we are looking to go on field trips, like maybe to the human anatomy in the city, have movie nights, and just moreover, like discuss psychology topics, maybe have a few educational seminars about picking classes for younger students.
We have guest speakers who come in and tell us all about marketing and advertising in the real world and how we could possibly get internships or jobs, and help us out a lot.
A few students told us what they want to get involved with this year and why this day is something students should not miss.
I'm an accounting major, so I study the Accounting Society, and I'm a member of Tau Kappa Epsilon, so I've been looking to see any new faces, see if anyone likes it.
Well, I think it's important because, you know, it gets them connected with what's going on at Ryder. They can find out all about the clubs and stuff, and looking around, I found out a few clubs I didn't even know Ryder had.
Danielle Phillips, who helped plan the event, told us about a few of the changes made to Awareness Day this year.
Something different that we did this year was we gave all the students a bunch of little cards, and so that way they made sure to visit each kind of club, make it a little more interactive, give people a little bit more incentive, so it definitely has worked out.
The day proved that Rider University truly has something for everyone.
Everyone knows it's hard to pull themselves together before morning class, and sometimes before any class. With a busy schedule, there isn't much time to keep up with the latest trends. Lifestyle reporter Kelly Dixon stopped in at a local hair salon to find out what's in this fall season.
Hey guys, I'm Kelly, your lifestyles reporter, and today we're going to tackle a big problem: bad hair days. I'm here on Main Street in Lawrenceville, and we're about to head over to the Main Design Hair Salon, where owner Michelle Stepnoski is going to teach us how to class up our ponytails. Come on.
Are you ready?
Michelle studied hair at Vidal Sassoon in London and has owned the Main Design Hair Salon for 8 years now. She was happy to offer nearby Rider students with some much-needed hair advice. Michelle taught me that the first step to take my ponytail from crummy to classy was the classic poof, and that means teasing. You should always use product, and backcombing will help to build volume. It was helpful to learn the correct way to use bobby pins for securing the hair. By pushing the pin towards the front of the head, it not only holds hair better, but also helps in giving more of a poof. Next comes the ponytail. Michelle says the best place for your ponytail is directly on the back of the head. To dress it up even more, take a small section of hair from the underneath and wrap it tightly around your hair tie. Then secure it by pushing the bobby pin towards the front of your head. Michelle took it one step further by sectioning off 2 more pieces of the ponytail and wrapped them in a crisscross motion around the remaining hair, securing them at the bottom with one last bobby pin. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is one classy ponytail.
There are many easy styles that you can do to match your hectic and carefree days here on campus. Get advice from your own hairstylist or try something new. That's all we have for today. Don't forget to tune in to our next show to see what's going on with Student Senate, to sit down with U.S. political figures, as well as Hollywood Star, and to find about the hottest fall nail colors. So come on and sit down with us next week to find out what's going on with Ryder right now.